It is December 2025 and we are deep in the holiday season already. Can you imagine that? Can you believe it? The holiday seasons are supposed to be joyful and exciting and fun and family and friends and all that good stuff. However, for a lot of men, this is one of the most stressful time of the year. And this is why. Hey guys, welcome back to the Anchor Show. My name is Andrew, and today I'm going to be talking about how much pressure we experience as men during the holiday season. Quickly, right? So before I get started, I just want to remind you real quickly to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with a friend if you feel generous. And turn on the notification bell so you know every time that I upload a new video, which, by the way, is every Tuesdays and Fridays. All right, now let's dive right into it. Okay, so let's talk about the pressures that we experience around the holiday season, right? So we experience what's called provider pressure, and basically what that entails is it's just the pressure that we face or feel and experience to provide. It's literally that simple. You know, obviously for every parent, for every father, for every man, you know, you're providing throughout the year. You're doing things for your family, for yourself throughout the year. You know, you're taking care of business throughout the year, but there's an extra added level of expectation around the holiday season, because the holiday in part represent gifts given, doing extra special favors for people, your loved ones, etc., right? Something they've always wanted to do for the entire year. You know, there's kind of like that expectation. Well, now it's a holiday season, you know, can I get this done? Can I do this, right? So those things for a provider can be pressuring, can be stressful, right? If you're a guy who is financially comfortable, well off, everything is great, you know, you got it all made, you got it together, maybe you're not experiencing that much pressure, right? Maybe the pressure is deciding what to get your wife, but that shouldn't be a pressure. All you got to do is ask her, right? But I'm speaking specifically to the men who are doing the best that they can. They're trying their very best. They're working hard, but things just aren't what it is that they expect it to be or what it is that they hope it to be, right? Let's be honest, man. Like, we are living in a very difficult financial and economic time. And that in of itself creates a lot of pressure on people, not just men, but on people in general, you know, and more particularly folks that are providers, you know, like us, the dads, the husbands, right? Because the cost of everything has risen and pay is not rising, right? Pay is still stagnant, whereas cost of services and goods and everything else has risen. So your plus, which is inflation. So now your $1 probably only value or worth 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents maybe, right? It doesn't have the same value as a dollar should. So that alone make things very difficult for people to continue to keep up with their current lifestyle and expenses. And so with the holiday season upon us, and you have, especially for those with children, you know, your kids are looking for this, they're looking for that. They've been asking since June, and now, you know, it's Christmas, you know, your wife want that special piece of jewelry or whatever the case might be. That's added pressure. And if you don't have it like that as a man, that can take a really big toll on your ego, on your mental health, and just your overall well-being. Because if you're someone like me who wants to be doing the most, who wants to be giving, you know, and appeasing your loved ones and making sure everybody's taken care of and happy, if you're someone like that, but you're simply just unable to do so, that can affect you negatively, you know? And that is not something that most people talk about. In fact, I don't think it's talked about at all. It's kind of ignored, you know. The holiday season comes and you do what you can or what you can't, and then it goes and you're moved on. Everybody move on. You know, I don't think this is something that people really take time and focus on, right? And so that's one of the pressures, provider pressure. Now, moving on. The next thing is This one I like to call holiday comparison pressure, right? Holiday comparison pressure. And basically, what that entails is that you go on social media, you see a friend, a family member, or even worse, you see these celebrities, you see these people that you follow, random strangers, right? You see them doing all these things, they got the big tree up and, it's loaded with gifts underneath it. And, you see this guy buying his wife a new car and put a bow on it and, all these things. And then you as a guy, you take that on. You absorb that, right? You take on the pressure and feeling of not being able to do those same things. And women do that as well. They'll go on there, they'll see other women having things done for them, getting trips, getting treated to various types of experiences, and have that feeling like I should be doing this too, and how come I'm not doing this too? And some of them will actually say something to the guys, and then when that does happen, that bring more pressure on as well, because it's like, man, you're inadequate, you're failing, you're falling apart, or you're falling behind, which is not often the case, right? That's not always what's going on. It's just sometimes it's just purely circumstantial, right? You're doing everything that you can within your power, but things just aren't panning out how you expected. The results are just not adding up to your effort that you're putting in. So my advice to you in that regard, don't quit comparing yourself to other people. Don't be going on the internet and watching what other people are doing and then comparing yourself. That's not going to do you any good. You can use it as inspiration. If you have the emotional discipline and intelligence to see someone else doing something that you would like to do for your family or for your woman or for yourself or whatever the case is, use it as inspiration. Like, man, I really like that. That's a great idea. I like that. I'm going to do it. Let it be an inspiration, but don't let it be something that brings you down, right? Don't beat yourself down. And if you can't look at it and use it as inspiration, maybe you should just stay off the internet altogether. Stay off social media altogether, because you are going to see it. It's the holiday season. That's what people do. They post things about their life and what they got going on, and you are going to run into it, right? So that's one of the other pressure is the holiday comparison pressure. Then there's also the expectation pressure, right? I kind of touched on that earlier, but there is the expectation pressure as well, right? There is expectation from the people around you, right? Whoever is in your life that is close enough, parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, cousins, aunts, whomever, right? There's that expectation coming from them. There's the expectation coming from your family directly, from your children, from your spouse, etc. And even if they don't explicitly say, oh, can I get this for Christmas, or can I get that, or whatever, you still take on that pressure, right? We do have the tendency of taking that on. I like to do for people. The people I care about, the ones I love and care about, I like to do for them, right? Because it brings a sense of joy and satisfaction to be able to share something with someone or give something to someone, and to see the joy that they feel by receiving whatever that gift is, right? So that makes me feel good as a person. And so there's that expectation that we take on, right? You got these other family members and friends and whatnot, and we take that on as like, man, I gotta do something for them, right? But I'm here to tell you, man, like, sometimes you just gotta be able to just like not care. Like, it's the honest truth. Like, and if you're able to get to that place and point in your life where you can just, be okay with whatever, you're gonna be a lot better, right? That's going to serve you a lot better. See, sometimes you just gotta get to a point of I don't care. I can't give you this right now, and that's okay, right? Because other people might measure your worth and your value in the things that you can give to them, whether it's money or materialistic things, right? That's not how you should measure your value. You should measure your value based upon your character and your ambition and the things that you're doing for you as a man. Like, what are you doing for yourself, for self-improvement? What have you done for self-improvement, right? What have you done for your mental well-being, right? There's so much more to us as men than what we can provide. Being a provider and having money to give to whomever, that's a small part of a man's complete makeup. That's a small part of your overall being and existence. But oftentimes, that is the biggest criteria in which we're judged and measured, right? So let other people judge you and measure you based on what you can provide. Don't judge and measure yourself based on that, right? Are you taking care of your family adequately every single day, right? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you a kind person? Are you, a good neighbor, a good brother, a good uncle, etc.? Those are the things that matter, right? And if you can say yes to those things, but here comes the holiday season and you're a little bit short or a lot short and you just can't really meet all these expectations, that's okay. That is okay. Don't beat yourself down, all right? Something I had forgot to mention as to why these pressures hit us so hard as men is because the honest truth is most of us are not taught how to handle emotions. We're not taught how to process and to evaluate our feelings, right? Okay, it's almost Christmas. You have not done much or any holiday shopping because you can't, right? It brings on a level of anxiety and a level of stress on you, right? Because all the expectation is there. That's not going to change, is it? So what is the point in taking that on and beating yourself down and letting that affects you physiologically in a negative way? That too isn't going to solve anything. That's only making the whole situation far worse than it needs to be, right? So yes, it hits different for us men when we're under these pressures, but the inability or the limited ability to identify and process our emotions in a healthy way that amplifies the stress and pressure that we face, right? And so that is another important factor or another important element of our life that we need to ensure is intact. We need to make sure that mentally and emotionally we are intelligent, we're resilient, we are doing what we're supposed to do, right? That's going to help us to handle any situation that we're faced with in a more calm, positive, and impactful way. So, bros, if you just so happen to be one of those guys that are currently struggling in this holiday season to provide financially or any other way for your family, listen, man. As long as you're an ambitious man, as long as you are someone who put in the work and the effort, as long as you're doing your best and you're doing your part, do not beat down yourself. There's a couple of things I want to say that is not always highlighted. I want you to look at this right now. As a man, you're one person, right? You are responsible for or expected to provide for multiple people. Let's be honest. Got your wife. Let's say you have 3 children. Then let's say you have your parents. Let's say you have your nephews and nieces. And that's a lot of people that you alone got to provide for. And here's the catch. Oftentimes, you're not getting jack squat in return. Let's be frank. Oftentimes, you're not getting anything in return. Your wife might give you something. You're not getting anything from your children. I mean, if they're very young children, you sure as hell ain't getting anything from them, right? Depending on your parents' situation, you might not be getting anything from them either. You're not getting anything from your niece or nephew. So it's like it's this huge expectation from so many different people to give, and in return you get nothing. Now, if you're wealthy, well off, and very financially comfortable, then whatever, that's okay, right? You do, it's no big deal to put a smile on everybody's face. No big deal. But I'm not speaking to the wealthy guys right now. I am talking to the average working class men who are struggling to put gifts underneath the Christmas tree, or even those who are struggling to put food on the table. Those are the men I'm talking to, right? Because I know that sometimes you go unseen, and your concerns or your struggles are not really heard. It's not even talked about. But I'm here to say, hey, I see you and I hear you, bro. I see you and I hear you, right? Just keep doing what you're doing. Continue to do the best that you can, right? Do not beat yourself down. It's not worth it, right? You see a lot of times with these kids too, they'll be so super excited for this thing, and you get it for them. You manage to get it for them, and then in a matter of days or maybe a week, a couple of weeks or whatever, they lost interest, and whatever that thing is, it just sits there. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who have children, you understand it. They have hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in toys and possessions, some which they don't even remember, right? But it was such a big deal for them to get it. So don't beat yourself down. The same thing goes for the women, right? You buy her all these purse and, all these jewelries and whatever, and she barely ever even wear them. It's the truth. It's the truth, So before we go beating ourselves down with taking on the pressures of the holiday season and the expectation to provide and to give, hey, let's set up some internal boundaries first and foremost, right? Understand that you are enough and you are doing your best. Understand that first and foremost, right? Set boundaries. Hey, this time around, you're only getting this, you're only getting that, you're only getting this, right? We're not just out here just being Santa Claus. No. Set some boundaries, right? And set some expectations for yourself. Attainable expectations. And operate from that perspective. And also, it does help to be honest, If you're having a hard time, let's say your spouse doesn't know that you're having a hard time, have a conversation. Let her know. Have a conversation. Hey, babe, things aren't quite what it's supposed to be right now, and whatever. So Christmas is gonna look a little bit different this year, I hope that's okay with you. Have that conversation. Be honest. Most, well, I don't know about most, but some women will appreciate the vulnerability and the honesty, and if this is a supportive partner, she'll understand and and support you, like, hey, I got it, I get it, it's all good, we don't need anything anyways, right? So be honest, talk about it, right? If you're feeling the holiday pressure this season, it doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means that you care. And caring doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And you do not need to carry the entire holiday on your back to be worthy of love or to be worthy of acknowledgement as a father and as a husband and for the things that you do. If you're one of those guys who is feeling the squeeze right now, feeling the pressure, let it go. Let it go. You're doing the best that you can, right? And that should matter. That absolutely should matter. So don't be carrying this burden on your back and going into the new year, because a lot of us like to set and create new year goals and resolutions and whatnot. You can't be doing that, leaving the old year behind with stress that you dragged along. You got to put that down. You got to let it go so you can start over fresh and brand new. All right. So, guys, that is it for today, man. I really hope that you got some reassurance that, you know, whatever it is you're experiencing, you're not doing that alone. You know, there's plenty of people out there that shares the same experience as you do. And, you know, I'm here to say that you are doing the best that you can. As long as you're doing the best that you can and putting in the work, give yourself some grace, be grateful for the season, and I hope that you get to enjoy it to the fullest with your family. So until the next video, guys, let us continue to grow, evolve, and transform into the best version of ourselves. As always, peace.